Meet my new favorite tool. So I've had all these sponges for a while, but I started using them only recently. I want to do more tests about more techniques and what more can I do with them. I have a synthetic one which is nice and round, so it's making quite regular smooth marks. I have some small natural ones which are great because they fit in the hand and making nice organic marks. I have some bigger natural ones which are just some part of some even bigger ones. Each of them is different, so this is nice that you can make some prints or different type of marks because they have bigger or smaller these alveoles, or I don't know how to call it, these small holes. Then I have this super big, which is also just a part, but it will be interesting to see how it works. These which are for makeup, I think, and which have these nice clean edges, so it will make also some more precise lines. So let's try it. So I have prepared some color backgrounds with some leftover of papers, using the colors from my palette, which I'm using in my series. And I have mixed some colors, and they are a little bit liquid, so they will be easy to spread. So let's start on these. Oh. Why not? Let's try to do something even smaller marks. Yep. Oh, I'm not sure about this. So I will try this one with this beige. And I will go like this. Yeah, this is much more precise. And I will play, since it's more precise, if I can do the outline of the palm. I'm going with very simple shapes, not even using my sketches as reference here. Maybe I should. Yeah, let's come more with vertical here. Let's see if I can remove the paint as well, while my sponges are still clean. Yes, and I will paint here like an horizon line. Yeah, so that's a fun one. But let's imagine that I have some leaves like this, these curly leaves, which I liked a lot from the botanical gardens. Nice. And I can imagine that some of them will be good as they are, and some will need, for example, some pencil marks or maybe another layer with sponge. I will try on some of them with another color. And I will come with the blue, and I will go with the same palm. And in this case, it's kind of mixing with the yellow, so it's not exactly blue in the end. I like when there is this thickness of the paint. I think it's more interesting. Why not? I will cover it generously and come with water to draw my plant. See how it goes. I like this. I like this very much. Not sure if I can get this super thin lines. Yeah, I like how this is getting lost in the background, and the painting is already getting dry, but it seems to work anyway. with this technique. And there is one very small leaf here and another one here. That's interesting technique. This is from this sketch here. I will keep this blue, which is on my sponge, and I will mix it with the brown and see what happens. I will go with this small one, doing some kind of green. No big surprise. Not so good. Now I will try printing. Since I have this one full of paint, let's find a darker background. See how it goes. A very nice background. I mean, I could just outline then palm tree and keep this as the texture of the leaves.
Enjoying this video? Hit subscribe and stay tuned for more.
I'm less pressing on my sponge, much lighter. So you can see the difference. I think I prefer this one. Very organic. I mean, this is much more obvious that it's made with a sponge, so I don't like it so much. Whereas this is more mysterious and it has very nice organic shapes, which could be already some leaves. So it's much more interesting for me. And here I want to try this. I am quite improvising. So let's see. Nice. Let's turn it the other way around to have something a bit different. Wow, I like this very much. I want to keep it just like this to make sketchbook cover or something. I will do one more on this background. Let's try star shape, overlapping. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's very interesting, but I see a tree already, a bush. So this is quite good base for some little studies. So let's try this one. And now I will use this background and I will print this blue. You can see it already quite coming to life. Nice, it's covering the whole width of my paper. This is nice, but I much prefer the smaller ones because it's this has more something like repetitive pattern, whereas this is much more chaotic and I'm not sure about this color combination. Okay, I tried. This is, for example, much more interesting. Not to just press it, but just press it and slide it a little bit. I like this much more. These marks. I can imagine to integrate this in some canvas to have some pattern in some leaf, for example. Let's try it vertical. Yep. I like this, and let's try also just and let's try with this one. So if I will do again this, yeah, I like it very much. And you can play with pressure, just lightly or stronger, something between. This is pressing stronger, pressing lighter, there is almost nothing, and medium pressure is what I prefer. Nice discovery. And so I was going this way, so now I will try horizontal. I mean, I would not do this with a brush because there are some horizontal lines and some vertical line, like disrupting the pattern, which makes it really interesting. I mean, this could be just one leaf or one branch using another part of this sponge. Nice. So this is more like some dots. Big potential, small dots, line with some little bit of movement. These are like small curves, more horizontal. Here I pressed a little bit more. So let's review what we have from the beginning. We have this made. So removing the paint, spreading the paint and then removing it with the wet sponge. It's interesting how it's doing variation of the blue then. This one didn't work so much, so I might work on it more with some pencil or oil pastels, for example. This one was just drawing with the sponge, nothing much. Then this is amazing, in my opinion, and this as well. I will do it for sure on one of my canvases. But with this sponge, it didn't work so well. It was nice with this one, which has this quite structured pattern. And this one I don't like so much, but I'm sure I can make something about this. This is still some interesting base for something else. Then these two were the first ones, and they also need a bit something more, I think. Then here we have, again, just painting with the sponge. I didn't get the energy which I got when I did this on that day. It was very spontaneous and happened very fast, and they work really well. Doesn't work that well here, unfortunately. But I learned some things, some new techniques. This is fun, and maybe not exactly these colors, but there is something fun about it. And I have some great marks, which I know that I can use in my paintings with these sponges. I like very much these pushed sponges and these pinks as well. So this is good discoveries. That's it for today, and I hope you feel inspired to maybe try painting with the sponge, and I will for sure continue using them, and especially on my current series, but also I feel like I want to use this one with really a lot of paint, loaded with paint, liquid, and make some very big marks, but I need nicer weather or hotter weather, and to do this outside. Let me know if it would be interesting for you. And in my next video, I will share my current progress on my series, and I will see you next time. Bye!